Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Front row ferry, right hand side. Not too bad. We're just leaving Mustang Island, heading over to the mainland. We're going to stop along the way and hopefully see some cool things. I did notice some interesting things when I was driving here earlier this morning. It is cold. It is windy. I'm out here freezing my Texas off. Goat overboard. Goat overboard. Nope, no one cares. Poor goat. Hope he's okay. Rest in pea soup, goat. Rest in pea soup. Pea soup sounds pretty good right around now. I would definitely take some pea soup. I know what you're saying. If you're an arsonist, how do you get a date? If you're an arsonist, how do you get a date? You look on Tinder. There you go. Got that out of the way. Oh, and I just made up this horrible joke. Made this one up. What is a sea captain's favorite kind of wine? That's easy. Port. All right, take a rest, goat. Make sure you got all that water out of your lungs. We're, front right-hand side on one of the new ferries. The one with the maroon trim. I'd have to Google that because I can't see the name. Coming over, I was second row center. Not too many viewing opportunities. And I didn't film the whole crossing because I didn't see any dolphins today. I think it's too cold for the dolphins. They all went to Miami. That guy that was in front of my truck here, the guy that gets us all hooked up and ready to go, we can turn a little bit that way, I think. He helps the captain get the boat in the exact position for the gate to lock in. And I imagine it's a little more difficult with the wind and the waves moving everything around. We're not locked in yet. We're good. Thumbs up. I'm going to start my truck. Boy, that water is knocking us around like hard enough to feel like we just got bumped from behind. And I don't mean that in a good way. Yeah, okay, there was no traffic at all coming over here around 8:30 a.m. Just had to slow down, never had to stop, pulled right on the ferry. So that's a good thing. I guess they're going to let the center one go first. Yep. Center car. This car that was second right here fell asleep in the loading lane. Guy had to go bang on the windshield to our turn. That's not bad. We came in show. There was a wind place in show. We came in show. I always wave hi to the people that get us on the ferry safe. Because I'm like 3 years old, I still wave to cops. If we can, if traffic isn't blocking the entrance, we're going to make a left up here. Because I did want to show you what's going on in this unloading area. Yeah, we can cut this guy off. We're pretty important. This is an area you can park. Now, when you're in line for the ferry, especially in the summer, if you see someone coming down the far right lane, it doesn't mean they're trying to cut you off. It means they're trying to get over to here to the parking lot. You come down to the parking lot and park, and then you walk across the ferry. And a lot of the servers that you're going to complain about when you're over there eating at a restaurant, they will get a ride to the ferry or drive their own car down here, get dropped off, and then unload a bike or a skateboard and use that to cross the ferry and then get a few blocks to their job. Because in the summer, it could be a 2.5 hour wait for a ferry here. Just the line. And that's with, you know, every ferry going. I mean, a lot of times it's quicker to drive all the way through Corpus to get to right here to Port Aransas. When I was driving for Uber and Lyft, this would be the nightmare. And I learned quickly I would go to pick people up and they'd say, hey, we're going to Port Aransas. I'm like, not in my truck. I don't have 2 hours to sit here. I think at least 5 years ago, Uber paid us 26 cents a mile and 6 cents a minute. So if you're moving, you know, 300 yards in 2 hours, you're not going to make any money. What is 6 cents times 60? $3.60? I'm sorry. I can do calculus, but I can't multiply. So, in summation, if you see someone passing you on the right while you're waiting in line, mind your business. Mind your business. Don't be a Karen. I feel bad for anyone named Karen. I've said this before. I have a half-sister named Karen, and I'm pretty sure that the term Karen came from her. Oh, we got a green light. I was just about to say, here we are again. A long red light with nothing coming. There's some parts out there. I gotta turn my air conditioning on, guys. Yeah, turn my air conditioning on or we ain't gonna make it. There's a policeman parked up there in the secret road to nowhere. Guess we're not gonna take that. Put my windows up. Put on my air conditioning just so we can keep the camera cool enough to keep shooting. That's a good hide spot up there. I just wonder how long, if he's seeing someone speeding, how long does it take to get back to the road? Well, this straightaway is probably 5 miles, so I'm sure he can catch up if he really wants to. I'm sure it's not his first rodeo. Harbor Island Road. Let's go check out Harbor Island Road. They've been posting photos of pretty good packs of wild boar over in this area. Which is funny because one of the little islands here is called Hog Island. Maybe that's why. Oh, now that makes sense. This is Texas. This is what Texas looks like. So we're less than 2 weeks from my procedure, if I'm healthy enough to get my procedure, which will be a TAVR, T-A-V-R. Google that. And I had a good amount of swelling yesterday, especially my left leg, which I was able to take care of and get it to an acceptable swelling amount by keeping it elevated as much as possible. Let's just stay on the road today. There's little turnouts up here where people will pull over to go fishing, but I just don't see people doing that today. It's really windy. I'm not a fisherman. I don't know if the wind affects fishing. I don't know what the conditions are. I'll tell you though, since it's a clear sunny day, let's just go right here. There's some laughing gulls. Nothing's coming. Let me try to get you a shot of the Lydia Ann Lighthouse. Excuse me, Freudian slip on my part. There is the Lydia Ann Lighthouse. Can you guys edit this so I don't sound like a white supremacist? No? I didn't think so. There's a few different places. There's some laughing gulls and some grackles. Pretty sure the wet stuff is water. I don't see any cormorants. Huh. This is the road where Gary the Eggman told me about the dead dolphin a couple years back, and there was a dead dolphin up here. And we called Fish and Wildlife, and game wardens actually came and said it looked like natural causes. It had some holes in it that I thought might be bullet holes, because what do I know? And they said, no, it's parasites, it happens. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, all these little, the best turnoffs are right here at the beginning, or at least the easiest ones to drive, and they're empty. No one's fishing today. Well, that would have been a good one to turn down and see the lighthouse. Okay, well, here's another one. Let's just see. Worst case scenario, we have to back up a little bit. We don't want to get stuck because I'm old, grumpy, get off my lawn. There's a lighthouse. Can you see it? Is it in the picture? Yeah. Yeah, it's right there. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. You're not allowed to go out there. Will it not let me zoom in, or is that zoomed in all the way? You can Google it. Let's see what we got here. Does this road look okay to turn around in? Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Everything gonna be all right this morning. Oh yeah. I only got 2-wheel drive. Let me turn my traction off. That'll help. Wow, I feel a difference. Hell, that actually works, boys. This little channel going straight ahead would take you to Con Brown Harbor in Aransas Pass, Texas. If you're driving along the highway that we were just up on, whether you're coming or going, we're going to Aransas Pass, so we're going to look on the right-hand side. You can see the old pilings from when they had railroad lines going from Aransas Pass all the way out to by the ferry crossing, because that's as far as the ships used to go, and they would unload them. Later they had the old trucks, the old pickup trucks, and they would modify them to ride right on the rails. And you can actually find pictures of that, photographs online. Let's go down here and see what's going on. This is usually a bumpy ride. This was paved at one point, and that one point is not recently. I should just ride over there on the sand. It's a lot smoother. It looks like a burn spot, or someone changed their oil or lost their oil. We shall see. It is weird not to come down here and just see people fishing. I must say that. I think I already did enough horrible jokes on the ferry. We're covered there. See, there's some of the old railroad lines right there. You can kind of tell that used to be railroad at one point, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they left them there. I remember in downtown Rockport, right in the sidewalk, they had these really cool little steel circles that lifted up, and I always wondered what they were for. They were built right into the sidewalk, and it's when you rode your horse to town, you could just pick up that little steel circle and tie your horse up to it. And I thought that was really cool. And then when they redid the sidewalks, they got rid of them because they were a hazard. I don't believe that was a hazard. I believe that was a piece of history. And if someone falls down and gets hurt on something like that, that's how we thin the herd, people. We're trying too hard to please everyone. But it's all right now. I learned my lesson well. You can't please everybody. You got to please yourself. wise man once said that. Don't you love when the guy who lives in the truck gives you advice on how to live your life? Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for tolerating my existence. Thanks for watching.